Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Mr. Stephen Has a Dabble. Today, something new, something old, something borrowed, something. We're not having a wedding at all, so that's not relevant. Sorry. Hello, welcome to a brand new show. Now, if you can remember, on the last edition of Mr. Stephen Had a Dabble, we were dabbling around trying to get a button to work, which we managed to do in the end, but it left a great big gaping hole. Now, I'm not one for great big gaping holes, so we have to try and find a way of fixing that so that it looks serviceable. We're going to do it, hopefully, using this diamond bit and using a cobblestone to make, if it works. Don't know if that's now a cover. Well, that's a cover. That's as far as it will go down. So let's take one of those. Get that in there as well. And in theory, should fit on the block. In practice, it doesn't seem to work the way that I thought it would. Let's just have a look. The thing is, there are a couple of different saws. There's a bibliocraft, there's a framing saw. That's chisel and bits. Chisel and bits was the one I thought that we were using. No, that's the thing. That's the thingy for it. Let's just see if there's a covered conveyor belt, a horn. Nope, nothing like that. So the theory of this is that this should be able to sit not just on top of something, but on the side of something. In practice, I'm not sure that's going to work very well. Yeah, that's not working the way that I was expecting it to. That's such a shame, because that would have been perfect. Look, we've got all our items and things around, and that would have just looked great. Unless I imagine that has made a hole in the kitchen floor. Oh no, it hasn't. Oh, okay, might be interesting. Let's see what happens. Catch myself on this thing, because the last thing you want is a grue around. And there's grues all over the place. It's gruesome. Now, the theory is... Oh, I wonder, can I put it on... Put it on there, I can put it on there, but it won't go on its side. Oh, I have an idea. I have a thought. Yes, you see. See, I think this might be where I was going wrong. Go back and get that. That's grue coming. I'm heading up. I'm heading for the lights. I think I'm all right now. See, this is doing the thing that I was expecting it to. But that looks odd. It's not covering it the way that I was expecting it to cover it. So let's move on to something different and try. Maybe chisel and bits isn't the thing that we want to happen. Let's also take out these blocks here. And it's good that we've got a little bit more space behind here. Now, I just want to check. If I press this button, nothing's going to happen, is it? Okay. That's fine. But it could. It could, because, look. Here, we've got floor blocks, and here we've got wood blocks. I take this out here. Oh no, you can't. Oh, it's stairs. Oh, bum. Oh, it's stairs. That's not what I was hoping for. I'm gonna have to clear some of this stuff up as well, because maybe if we moved it onto the next block over, would that make a difference? No, because that's just outside. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm so close to being able to finish this and saying, look, this is it. This is the base that we built, and it's just not working. In theory, that would power the block behind it. In practice, it doesn't. Oops. Let's take that up and let's take this up as well. If we built that up one and we put some redstone there, you'll be able to see both of those at the same time. Not helpful. Not helpful at all, Stephen. Don't do that. Well, of course that's not working because it's not going to the right place. It needs to go to this block underneath. And I must admit, I'm a bit stumped. How can we get this to work without it looking a bit, making sure that it looks a bit nicer, a bit more elegant. I don't want it to look bad because that's not the, that's a bad reason for doing anything just because it works. That's not the idea. I love this frame idea. I think it's perfect. Problem is the frame either isn't high enough or low enough. And we did kind of the right thing by taking it here because we've got a bit more room to play with by the stairs. Would it be better or worse if it was there? I think it'd be worse, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's not going to help. Will not help, unfortunately. Unless maybe we took those down. What could we do if we were back? No, because that's floor, isn't it? That's floor. We're only 2 up, so if I move 1 up, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I think we're going to take away some of these things, and we just hello. Oh, I've got a full inventory. We'll take away all this cobblestone stuff because we don't need it. In fact, we probably don't need half this stuff now either. But let's leave it at that. Okay. I want to take some of this away just so that I know what I'm getting into. Now that there is not the floor, is it? So what's there? That is the floor. Well, why is that the floor? I see. I thought I had 2 blocks. I do have 2 blocks, but I only have 2 blocks. So I could, if it's working. Okay, there is one other way we can do this, which is a bit of a cheat. In fact, it's not the same thing at all. But let's give it a go, because I can't think of another better way of doing it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the button behind here, and then we're going to get a painting. Oh yeah, we need. Oh god, yeah, we need a thing, don't we? See if we can get a fence gate or something like that, and I don't think that's going to fit with the button behind it. An extra button. We can't have more than one of those there, so that's not going to work. Isn't that annoying? Isn't that annoying? I tell you what might work though is if we have cobblestone here and here, right? Put our button here. We could potentially use our painting again. We need to find a big one. Which, if you've done this before, you'll know is just trial and error. Although that might not work either. This is really annoying. And we got to 11 minutes through this video, and I don't really know what we're going to do. I can't think of another way of making this work. So, if you've got any ideas on how we can get this to work, then let me know. For the time being, I'm going to cobble up this thing. I put sort of cobble around here. That's the general area where I think a button could easily go, could easily fit. But at the same time, can't believe I used all that cobblestone on absolutely nothing. At the same time, it's not working the way that I was hoping it would, and that's a real annoyance. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, thanks very much for coming along. I'm sorry today has been a bit of a letdown in terms of actually getting stuff done, but occasionally that happens because we are playing this as real as possible, as survivalist Minecraft as possible, and these things happen. Until next time, thank you very much. Give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed today, or even give me a thumbs up if you've been as frustrated with today's things as I have with the mechanics of Minecraft enough as I have. Also, subscribe if you're new here. Please do that. Use the little subscribe button and then tick that little bell button as well, and we will send you videos in your subscription. So you'll get notified every time we post something. Thank you very much for coming along, and of course, don't forget, never surrender, and never stop Minecrafting. Bye everybody. Bye bye.